Well, this is the morning after the storm, and just look at that beautiful sunshine out there. Now, I haven't been round the garden completely, but I can say from walking Patsy this morning over to the tunnel and back, everything looked to be exactly where it was before the storm. There didn't appear to be any damage whatsoever. So let's have a little look outside. Well, I've just come in for a little bit of a sit down here in my corner throne. Oh, my word. I did get a few questions on my previous video as to why I was standing so far away from the camera. There is a reason for everything, you know. It's not, I'm not a kind of a person to just do something for the sake of it. Yeah, I don't think so anyway. But anyway, it's this, look. See? I bought, or I invested in, some little clip-on mics. And this is the little receiver that you pop into the phone. So what I was doing really, I was just testing out those mics to see how far away I could stand and still have my voice picked up, you know, with any sort of understanding. Because you and I both know that over the years, I've had so many complaints. Do you remember the complaints? I can't hear you. I don't understand what you're saying. I can't hear you. And I always said, and in fact I've been proved right here, I always said, look, if I use one of those mics, it's not going to pick up all the bird song. And I know you'd love to have my big head on the screen just talking like so many YouTubers do, but I don't particularly like those kinds of videos. So I decided anyway to get a little mic. Now, I can use it indoors, great, because there's no other sounds indoors, you know. I have used it outside and I have been a bit well, not a bit. I've been very disappointed that it hasn't picked up the sounds, that it's just my voice that's picked up. But I'm going to continue to experiment with it, all right? So just bear with me. Just bear with me. And try not to sound too indignant about this. Hand on the hip. Why are you standing so far away from the phone? From the camera? Feel like I'm back at school sometimes. Anyway, that's it. That's by way of explanation, okay? Patsy and I went for a very long walk around the woodland today, and as you can see, nothing, really nothing was amiss. It was like a miracle, and the same miracle keeps repeating itself over and over again here at Bealtaine Cottage. It's just amazing. In total, over the years, and it's going to be 20 years next month, over the years I've lost 4, maybe 4 trees, something like that. And they were all in storms, but they were on the very edge of the property. One beautiful thing, of course, about the storm is the amount of rain it lavished on the land. And so the spring well is just pumping out water because the aquifer is just ready to burst. In the sunshine, everything just looks so beautiful, so spring-like. And another aspect of the storm, Storm Kathleen, was the warmth it brought. And in fact, today, when I lit the stove, I was in two minds as to whether to light the stove, because the cottage was warm. You know, the stone walls in the cottage really hold that heat. And it could be, well, during the winter, it could be 2 or 3 days before the cottage actually cools down, if you haven't got a fire going. The sound of the water as well on the land is mesmerising, and the lichens and the mosses and the ivies are all in full bloom. And this little part of the woodland, where I was clearing brambles just the day before the storm, clearing lots and lots of brambles, and what I do is just to chop and drop. I don't wheelbarrow them away to any particular spot. I just pile them all up in one spot. So if they are going to take root, it's just in the one spot. And usually they just decompose and provide a kind of compost for the garden. Now this is my miracle tree, my absolute miracle tree. This is a horse chestnut, which was severely damaged in a storm many, many, many years ago. And despite the incredible damage and the hardship this little tree has endured, she has kept going. Look at her. She's almost sort of sprung back into life in multiple places. She's spread her wings and laid them on the ground and said, I'm here, I'm not going any further. My little beautiful miracle tree, and I adore her in all her misshapen form. I just adore her, and I tell her that, and I stroke her bark, and I give her encouragement and tell her that she may be misformed, but she is incredible, a very strong tree, capable of enduring the worst, and like a symbol. She's become a symbol for me, a symbol of hope and regeneration. And just out a little bit from the tree, there's the steps, and so many times when I've come to the top of the steps and looked down, because of course all the woodland slopes away to the north, I've looked down across the woodland and been transported. Initially I'm always mesmerised for a few minutes, and then I'm transported into this beautiful, sacred place that's not just a garden. No, it's a beautiful symbol of hope. No, we'll go this way, Pats. That 3 acres of rushy, north-facing, poor land can be turned into paradise. Isn't that a very deeply spiritual thing to be able to observe? And so here we are at the end of another day here at Bealtaine Cottage, and there's aspects of the storm that continue to huff and puff and blow. But it's been a beautiful day. It's Sunday, and I've been working here in the gardens and working in the woodland and walking, lots and lots of walking. Now Patsy's actually indoors at the moment because I give her a little bit of a shower, so she's a bit wet and I don't want to bring her out in case she catches cold. So I'm going to leave you with this beautiful image of the Honesty, the Lunaria, which is just beginning to flower. It is delightful, is it not? Just delightful. So blessings to you all, my friends, and enjoy the rest of the day. And if you are interested in any of my books, the first one, A Cottage and 3 Acres, tells all about, well, tells the story of how I came to this place and started the Bealtaine project, which, on reflection, was the best work I have ever done. So blessings to you all.